Okay, right now we are going through my top 10 signs that you are whipped over your girl. And the reason we're doing this coaching video tonight, guys, is because I get a lot of questions from you guys asking me how to tell if you or one of your boys is whipped over his girl. So we are going to go through the top 10 signs that you or your buddy or your mate is whipped over a female. So let's crack right into this, fellas. So the first sign that you are whipped is when you're dating a girl, you alter your plans to accommodate hers. Meaning you push aside your plans with family, friends, if it conflicts with plans with her or plans that you want to make with her. Basically, you revolve your life around her schedule, her calendar, when she's free, okay? You don't care whether you're free or not. It's all about her, okay? You'll flake on your boys, flake on family members even. I've had family members flake on me for a chick, right? All to be with their girl, gotta be with my baby. They basically prioritize her schedule over their own. And FYI, guys, this never ends well for you, okay? Whenever you put the girl's needs ahead of your own, it never ends well, does it? Just think of every relationship in the past where you put her first, okay? Above yourself. What happened? Not even with her anymore, are you? Right? She's with some other dude, right? Who doesn't prioritize her, right? She dumped your ass. So that is the first sign that you are whipped over your girl, is you alter your plans to accommodate hers. Second sign that you're whipped over her is that you are paranoid about losing her, okay? You're so paranoid about losing her that you get easily jealous whenever another guy looks her way, checks her out, shoots her a text, right? You get a little possessive. You tend to try to hack into her social media. You try to steal her password for her phone, right? Kind of check her text messages, check her voicemail, see who's DMing her, right? Because you're paranoid, right? You've sunken in to scarcity, one-itis. So this is a second thing that a lot of guys who are whipped tend to do, right? They get easily possessive and easily jealous over their girl. And they are constantly paranoid that they are going to lose her to another guy. And again, this becomes a self-fulfilling prophecy where you do end up losing her to another guy because you are so whipped over her. Okay, you cannot see the forest through the trees, that she's just another girl. Instead, you're like, oh my gosh, I cannot lose her. She might be the one. So that is the second sign. Third sign that you are whipped over your girl is the fact that you have your cell phone basically glued to your hip, waiting for her text messages, waiting for her calls, ready to respond instantly at her beck and call, right? Anytime she texts or calls, the world stops. I got to return her message because if I don't, she might get mad. She might get upset with me. I don't want her angry with me. I don't want any conflict. I don't want any problems, right? I got to make sure I return her text message or calls right away. Got to keep my baby happy. So that is the third sign that you are whipped, as you respond like that. Whenever she messages you, calls you, throws you a message on social media, whatever, you get back to her right away. Again, you just push aside all of your own needs or anything you have going on to sit there and respond to her. So that is the third sign. The fourth sign is you tend to fantasize about your future with her constantly. You tend to idealize her, pedestalize her in your head. Think that she's this goddess, right? She's just this special snowflake of a goddess. It's just like no other out there, right? So that is the fourth sign that you are whipped on this chick is you tend to fantasize about the future with her constantly. What is it going to be like to be married with her, to have children with her, for her to just be in my life 24/7? It's just me and her against the world, right? And you create this movie in your head, right? You create this movie in your head. And sadly, it's really us as guys who tend to idealize women. Women don't really idealize us. They kind of see us as an opportunity, right? So that is the fourth sign that you are whipped over your girl. The fifth sign you are whipped over your girl is that you rationalize, okay? You rationalize her bad behavior to your family and friends. So whenever she acts out, whenever she does something that your family and friends kind of like raise an eyebrow to, like, did she really do that? Or did she really say that? Is she really pulling this on you and you're letting her get away with it, right? Instead of holding her accountable, you back her up, right? You cover her tracks. You rationalize to everybody like, no, she doesn't mean to do this. Yeah, she doesn't mean to go clubbing behind my back. No, she didn't mean to lie. Oh, that guy that she went out to happy hour with. No, they're just old friends. Nothing's happening. They're just friends. Okay? They're just friends. You guys need to learn how to trust your girl. So what? She's going out to dinner with this guy and she's not coming home till 3 in the morning. Nothing's going on. They're just friends. Right? You backward rationalize all her bad behavior. Oh, she's going with her girls to Vegas this weekend. Oh, they're just bonding. They're just bonding as girls. I'm sure they're just going to go to a couple of shows, watch Chris Angel, and then come home. Right? Keep telling yourself that. So that is the fifth sign that you're whipped, is you ignore your own instincts telling you something's amiss, something's off. I don't feel good in my gut. When she's disappearing and not coming home till 5 in the morning, something is telling me something's wrong. No, just ignore that. I gotta trust my woman. I've been watching The View lately, been getting in touch more with my feminine side. And you know what? Like they said, like Whoopi Goldberg said, you just need to learn to trust your woman. Right? Because if you're not, you're just some sexist, misogynist womanizer. I don't want to be that. So that is the fifth sign you're whooped, fellas. You tend to rationalize her bad behavior. The sixth sign that you are whipped on your girl is that you are at her beck and call. And when I say beck and call, I mean this literally, okay? You constantly buy her gifts. You constantly bring her food, cook for her, right? Breakfast in bed. Buy her gifts she doesn't deserve. Rather than just demonstrating to her and communicating to her and showing her that, you know what the gift is you landing a guy like me, having the arrogance, the cockiness, the boldness to act in such a way where you feel that you are the gift. You don't need to get her gift. You're the gift, right? You're the gift. But instead, you're at her beck and call. Oh, she's sick. Let me bring her some medicine. Oh, let me get her some soup. You know, or she's just being a lazy ass. Oh, I'm going to cook my baby dinner. She's never cooked for me once. I cook her every week. I just like doing these special things for her. Okay? I just like doing these special things for her. Oh, her favorite's Chinese food. I'm going to go to this restaurant, use my last $20 to go buy her favorite Chinese food. Even though I'm just going to have a $2 hot dog from 7-Eleven. No, I got to get her Chinese food. This is the sixth sign that you are whipped over your girl. The seventh sign that you're whipped over her is you tend to agree with everything she says. Don't you little worm? Don't you little wuss, right? You agree with everything she says because you're afraid of conflict. You're afraid of upsetting her. You're afraid to show her that you have a voice of your own, God forbid, right? Instead of making her synchronize to your values, you synchronize to hers, okay? Instead of synchronizing her brain to yours, you synchronize your brain to hers. You don't want to make her angry. You don't want to tell her that you support Trump, right? You don't want to tell her you're a closet conservative or whatever else. You don't want to tell her you're a Christian, right? Because she's the complete opposite. She's a hardcore leftist. You're afraid to tell her because you don't want to lose her. So that is the 7th sign that you are whipped over your girl, is you agree with everything she says, even though you disagree with it inside and you're just aching to say something. You're just aching to tell her how you feel. You're aching to tell her how wrong she is, how stupid she is, how dumb her ideas are. Instead, you keep your mouth shut. And FYI, when you do this, guys, and when this chick finally kicks you in the balls and breaks up with you and dumps you for the BBD, the bigger, better deal, finds another guy to monkey branch to, and you're left out in the cold, kicking rocks, that is the time you're going to be wanting to punch yourself in the face that you did not let this bitch have a piece of your mind. Okay? You did not tell her. That is the worst position to be in. I rather let the girl know exactly how I feel about her. I don't care how upset she gets. Usually that ends up translating into attraction. That is the 7th sign that you're whipped over your girl. The 8th sign that you're whipped over your girl is you let her change you. You let her change who you are. So many of these girls, it's like they get in your life, right? They really want that alpha bad boy. You, right? You present yourself as that alpha bad boy when you first met her. And then slowly, as she worms her way into your life, she slowly starts making these changes to you. Right? She might start changing the way you dress. She might start picking the friends that you hang out with. Like, oh, I like that guy, but I don't like that guy. Oh, that M guy. That guy like picks up girls. Don't hang out with him. No, 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 no. We don't want you hanging out with that guy. She'll change your food tastes. Like, oh, baby, baby, baby. You got to stop eating this Burger King. You got to stop eating at like McDonald's. You got to start eating more ethnic food. This week, we're going to eat Eurasian food. You're trying all these things that, you know, that are really not part of your values, not part of your taste. You don't even like this stuff, right? And she's like basically changing you. Oh, I don't like the shirts you wear, babe. I don't like these, you know, I don't like these fitted shirts. I want you to wear loose shirts, okay? I want you to wear like big shirts, big dopey shirts that make you look stupid so nobody will want you. The 8th sign that you're whipped is when you let your girl just basically come into your life and start making all these changes, right? Who is she? She just comes in, she starts changing you, totally changing you. I've seen a lot of guys who have gotten whipped over the girlfriends. Literally, I'll see these guys just even like 3 months later, and they're a completely different person. I'm like, who the fuck is this guy, right? Who is this pussy? Who is this cream puff? I thought he was so badass, but really, he's just, you know, a big wad of cookie dough. Who is this guy? I've literally seen guys who have totally played this tough guy role in real life, right? Big, like even muscular. I even know one guy who was a boxer, right? Tough guy, really intimidating. This one guy in particular, right? His name was Dave. Like tough guy, boxer in particular, big intimidating guy, even used to kind of bully some people and shit like that. This guy, he hooked up with this girl and she had him wrapped around her finger. This girl was like half his size, like dinky, 110 pounds, basically had his balls in her purse. This guy's like, oh yeah, whatever you say. It was just pathetic how weak this guy was around her. So pathetic. This is why I laugh my ass off when I hear guys like give me the definition of what they think an alpha male is. And they're like, oh, this is what an alpha male is. You know how many of those 6 feet tall, jacked, friggin' muscular guys I've seen turn to complete jellyfish around their woman? They don't even have the guts to stand up for themselves or put her in her place. These guys are complete pussies. Yeah, I mean, really, I mean, the character of a man is really judged by how his woman looks at him. And a lot of these guys who are whipped, by the way, you look at the way that their women look at them, they look at them with complete disrespect. When your woman respects you and she's like genuinely into you, genuinely like invested in you, when you're talking, she'll like look up at you, she'll smile. Like when you're talking to a group of people, she's not looking around distracted, checking out other dudes, you know, looking to monkey brain. Instead, she's looking right at you as you speak. She's looking up at you like, right? That's how you could tell the guy's alpha. But these guys who are whipped over their girl's never like, no, instead their chick is like, who else is in here, man? Who else is here? Ooh, look at that guy. Right? They have that shiny object syndrome because they know their man is weak. They know that he does not have the goods. He does not have the value that she is looking for, that she thought he had, because he was 6 feet tall, jacked, muscular, looked intimidating. Nope. He ended up just being a fuss, right? So that is the 8th sign that you're whipped over your girl. You let her change you. The 9th, this is very important. The 9th sign that you're whooped over your girl. I hate it when guys do this. I can't stand this. Is when you ask her for permission, okay? You ask her for permission to go out, to see your friends, even to see family. I've had family members whipped over their girl. They have to ask permission to hang out with me. Like, are you friggin' kidding me, you pussy? Are you serious? You have to ask permission? And then even when the girl gives them permission, oh, go ahead, you guys go. Dude's like texting her like every half hour. Every time she texts, he's like looking at his phone. Oh my gosh, like texts her right back. She's asking where we are. Literally, I've had this happen. I'm like, are you serious? Really? Really? So that is an all too important sign that you are whipped over your girl, is you are constantly asking for permission to live, to breathe, to exist, right? You have to ask permission for everything. So I want to go down to the CVS real quick and pick up a quick snack. Okay, what time will you be back? Fuck, are you serious? I don't even ask permission. I just get up and go, right? I just get up and go. Because that's where that shit starts. Once you start asking permission, that's where that shit starts. Next thing you know, it's like, oh, can I go pee real quick? I'll be right back. I'm just gonna go pee in the bathroom. Right, what are you, a little boy? Women are wired to shit test you this way, where you end up asking for permission for every little thing, as if you're a child, as if you're a little boy all over again. Like, remember when you were like 6, 7 years old, you have to ask your parents for permission? Well, guess what? You're not 6 or 7 years old anymore, son. You are a grown adult. Some of these guys are in their 20s, 30s, 40s, 50s, still asking their partner, their LTR, their wives for permission. Oh, can I do this, hon? Can I buy this car? Are you fucking kidding me? No, no. I was dating this girl when I bought my DeLorean. I just bought that. I just bought my DeLorean. I didn't ask her. You know, she was like, oh, do you know how she found out? Because I did a coaching video on it. She saw it on my Alpha channel. She was like, did you buy a DeLorean? I'm like, yeah, how'd you know? She's like, you did a video on it? How come you didn't mention it to me? I'm like, oh, slipped my mind. Why? I'm like, you're not into cars. Maybe if you're into cars, I'd tell you. And she's like, okay, I thought that'd be something you'd want to mention. I'm like, why? That's none of your business. I'm like, you know, she was like, were you going to tell me? And I'm like, yeah, when it showed up, I would have taken you for a ride. Right? I'm not going to sit there like, babe, can I buy this car with my money? Screw you. I'm doing whatever I want, right? Women will tend to do that, fellas. They will test us to see if we will cling to our independence, how much we will hold on to those values, right? And to see if we will bend on them. And you can't, okay? You can't. You must be independent as a man. I mean, inevitably, I teach this too on my Alpha channel, is that as men, we need to be free, okay? That is what keeps us in state. That is what keeps us alert in life. That is what keeps us motivated in life and keeps our mojo and our testosterone levels high, is the fact that we can keep moving in life. We can remain independent. Doesn't mean you can't have a girl or a relationship, but you have to draw those boundaries. You have to let her know, like, hey man, don't try to infringe on my freedoms, right? This is why I hate big government. I hate big government. I like small government. I don't even want government in our lives, to be honest with you. They're in our lives too much, but this is what I hate about it. They intrude on our freedoms, our ability to move in the world, right? They're constantly trying to restrict us, no different than a woman, right? No different than a woman. And the more women we've had in government, the more constrictive government has become, especially in our lives. The more they've tried to intrude into our lives and try to control us, right? Because government is a woman. It's not a man, it's a woman. That's why I'm against government growing. I want it to be small, small, small. So we have independence as men. We have the freedom to roam and to move. And again, doesn't mean you can't be in a relationship. You can, but you pussies need to start drawing the line, right? You wusses, you simps. You need to start drawing the line, right? You need to draw the line and you need to create boundaries in your relationship. But most of you don't. Why? Because you are whipped. You're whipped over your girl. So that is the 9th sign that you're whipped, okay? You ask for permission like a little boy. Jesus Christ, you're not even living at your parents anymore. That's kind of the joy of becoming an adult, right? You're free, you don't have to ask permission. And here you are, you jump in this relationship, you're asking for permission all over again, like a little kid. And the 10th and final sign that you are whipped over your girl is that you have convinced yourself that she is irreplaceable. You've convinced yourself that you cannot get better than her. She's the one, baby. Can't do any better. Okay? And I don't want you to get me wrong. This doesn't mean that she's not the one, or, you know, you can't settle with her, but you should never feel that anybody is irreplaceable. Okay? Because the second you feel that she's irreplaceable, guess what? You're in one-itis. Okay? You're in scarcity. You're not in abundance. Women are literally just disgusted with guys who cannot maintain their abundance, who sink into scarcity. Okay, because these are the guys who end up demonstrating all these signs of a guy who's whipped. They get jealous, they get paranoid of losing her, they idealize about her, they buy her gifts, they pedestalize her, they prioritize her. You may end up making all these mistakes when you sink into scarcity. Okay, but again, it doesn't mean you can't be in a monogamous relationship. You can, but you have to do it the way that I teach you. You know everybody's replaceable, okay? Even you're replaceable, right? That will keep you in abundance, okay? It will keep you flowing out there. It will keep you from idealizing this girl and convincing yourself that, oh my gosh, you know, I'll never be able to find a girl like her ever again. She's it. She's the last one. There are no more. I will never replace her. You know, like guys who end up getting dumped by their girl. It's like they feel it's the end of the world. Like, I'm never going to find another one like her. And then, you know what? If you're like many guys out there who have the balls to actually move on, what ends up happening? You do end up finding another girl. And another, and another, and another. Okay? So never think that she is irreplaceable. Especially if she's not treating you right. Okay, and I guarantee if you're whipped over this girl, she probably ain't treating you right anymore because she has no respect for you. Right, Cash? Kind of snoring. Everyone's like, hey, it's snoring. All the people who's new to the channel, this is Cash. And yeah, she's not irreplaceable, fellas. So those are my top 10 signs that you are whipped over your girl or that your boy's whipped over his girl. That is how you could tell. Follow these top 10 signs, guys. And if this is you or your boy, you know what? You got to make him aware of it. Doesn't mean he'll listen to you, right? Many of you guys, you won't even listen to me the first time around. It'll take you getting kicked in the nuts a few times till you finally go, you know what? That 33 Secrets guy's right. Shit, he was right. Those are my top 10 signs that you are whipped over your girl, your boy's whipped over his girl, and that you need to help him out, like ASAP. So let me know what you think. Drop some comments below. And until next time, this is M from the 33 Secrets signing out. Don't forget to smash that like button below. Go ahead and smash it right now. Also, hit that notification bell so that you're notified whenever I release a brand new coaching video here on the YouTube. More importantly, guys, please make sure you subscribe. Okay, it helps me out a ton, especially with the YouTube algorithm when you guys are subscribed to my channel. So please make sure you're subscribed. Also share it with other like-minded friends of yours. And for you guys who want to support my work and all of this red pill, gold pill, platinum pill, diamond pill content I'm teaching guys even further, the best way to do that is by jumping into my monthly online coaching program, 7 Months to Mastery, where I'm teaching guys just like you how to go out there and approach and close the youngest, hottest, and most beautiful looking women on the planet. I'm talking about 8s, 9s, and 10s, same exact type of women that myself and all of my coaching students all around the world are approaching and closing every single week. And I kid you not, every single week we are doing this in all 4 corners of the globe, regardless of any lockdowns, shutdowns, racial division. We are continuing to live our lives and approach and close the hottest, youngest, most beautiful looking women on the planet. Again, 8s, 9s, and 10s, same exact type of women that I teach you how to go out there and approach and close. So if you want to support my work and you want to learn how to approach and close the hottest, youngest, most beautiful looking women on the planet yourself, then you need to jump in to my monthly online coaching program, 7 months of mastery. And right now it's only $1, right? It's only $1. Still only $1 for the entire first month of coaching lessons. So please take advantage of it, okay? Take advantage of it and learn how to do it yourself, okay? Real easy to get signed up. All you need to do is click that link below in my description box. It will take you over to my website where you can get signed up right now. Just takes 2 seconds. So do that now and I will see you in my next coaching video.